Welcome back. I wanted to go ahead and make this quick little video for y'all. This is what we're trying to achieve, something similar to this, and utilizing texture. So here we have kind of a representation of it. I'm going to go ahead and do it real quick for you. File new. We're going to create a tabloid size document. Create. I'm going to grab this Enlow football player here. Now make sure that the gear is checked because that's a big thing. Now when I click and drag and drop, our dude's right here, but we do notice there's a little bit of messed up scum. So I'm going to click on my mask here and just paint that away. Okay, make sure your brush's hardness is on 100%. Size doesn't have to be big, but big enough. So I'm going to show you a little trick. Click once here, hold down Shift, click there. Again, my opacity is going to be at 100. Watch, click once, hold down Shift, click down here. Completely goes away. I'm going to zoom in, look at him, just make sure everything's kind of tidied up. You know, as you get into this, you really want to make your images look legit. Alright, so we got our dude here. Next thing we want to do is grab this concrete file, hit Command A, Command C, go over here, hit Command V, and we see that it is a little too small, so I'm going to hit Command T, hold down Shift and Option. Drag that up. So what we're trying to achieve is something that looks like this. It looks like the concrete texture is kind of in this area, and then it's been masked out there. So we're going to do the same here. So we're going to pull that concrete texture behind our dude right here. Double click on our background layer. Change the blend mode of the background layer. Change that. Click the background layer. I double clicked it, unlocked it. Click on solid color. Let's give that solid background a good dark green. So really darken it there. There we go. Now I'm going to go over here to this and position it with the move tool, kind of up here, and then hit Command T and pull it down just a little. Cool. So now I'm going to change the blend mode. These are blend modes up here to soft light. And so I go to soft light, you can see it changes. And I'm going to add a mask to it. So now when I go to, now we're going to use our masking. So grab my brush tool, change the hardness, bring that down so we have a real good soft edge. Bring my opacity down. Here, maybe make it a little bit bigger. Good. Okay. Click that. So that's a little aggressive. Pull my opacity down just a little more. Okay, so now we're masking out the background. It's a little too not enough. Yep. So there we go. There's that. Now, the last thing I want to do is get the word Enlow going here. So I'm going to click and drag out a text box. And give it a second. It's a little slow. There's my text tool. Now my text color is white. Say OK. And I'm going to type out. Click and drag this down to something appropriate where I can actually see it. There we go. A little bit smaller. And low. Command A, Command Shift left alligator mouth, Command Shift Option left alligator mouth. There we go. Cool. So there's the word. Now, if I move it, there it is right there. Let's see. If I wanted to give this, I can Command click on this and give it a layer mask. And so with the layer mask, now if I click the brush tool and I go to my brushes, let's go to some of those grungy brushes we might have downloaded before. And if you don't have them, look in your Photoshop. It should be down at the bottom. If you can't tell from these icons, you can always click show me large thumbnails of the brushes. So now I can see them. Ooh, look at those. Okay. So look at this right here. I'm gonna click on that brush and or maybe that one. Yeah, cool. Okay. Paint with a little black. it's there we go. You can barely see it, but if I zoom in, you can see it's bringing some of the background in on the brush. Now check this out. What we're going to do is create another layer, give it a solid color blend of black. Yep. And then I'm going to hold down Option and have it just mask into that height. So I can also now, I can drop the opacity or play around with that, but I can see that. If I don't like the way it's coming, maybe if I don't like the way that looks, maybe I come back here and I say, hey, you know what? I'm gonna grab my text tool. I think the text might still be editable from here. It is. And I can go to, see if I change the color to yellow, see what that does. There we go. Kind of cool. Play around with that. Signing off.